All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep into something you might not expect today. Um, Mindfulness at work.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we've got this excerpt from Mindfulness in the Workplace, Benefits and Implementation.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's really packed with good stuff that I think could seriously, like, upgrade your workday.
I love that.
So if you're feeling stressed out there, or maybe you're just looking to focus better, or you just want, a better work environment,
Right.
this deep dive is for you.
For sure.
Mindfulness,
Yeah.
it isn't just for yoga studios anymore.
Yeah.
It's like making waves in the corporate world.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out why.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how mindfulness, something we usually connect with, like, personal well-being and all that, is finding its place in our professional lives too.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
really seems like there's this growing understanding that how employees feel, actually directly impacts how productive and successful a company can be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's something that a lot of companies are realizing these days.
Yeah,
But let's break down, like, what is mindfulness exactly?
right.
Our source keeps it pretty simple.
Mhm.
It's being present,
Yeah.
acknowledging your thoughts and feelings without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't mean you have to, turn into a Zen master overnight or anything.
No, exactly. It's not about like emptying your mind or anything. It's more about like noticing what's happening inside, and choosing how you react to it, especially in the middle of like a totally crazy work day.
Oh, for sure.
That ability to actually control your reactions, that's powerful stuff.
Oh, it's so powerful. I mean, like, even something as simple as taking a breath before you, like, fire off a reply to that email is making you see red.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or before a meeting that you're kind of dreading.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. So many times.
Right.
And speaking of stress, our source says that mindfulness is a total stress buster. Like, it can actually lower cortisol, the stress hormone that's kind of always lurking.
Yeah, it's true. And I think sometimes we don't even realize how much stress we're carrying around with us.
Oh, absolutely.
It becomes like our normal state
Yes,
until we learn how to like kind of step back from it.
for sure.
So imagine feeling less overwhelmed by deadlines, right? Or difficult coworkers or those never-ending to-do lists.
Oh my gosh. I would love that. Sign me up.
I think we all would, right? And mindfulness gives you those tools to handle those everyday challenges in a healthier way.
Okay. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm a little bit skeptical, though. Like, how does this actually, play out in a real chaotic work environment?
Yeah.
Does mindfulness actually translate into better results?
It really can, yeah. There's actually been research done on this, and they've found that even short mindfulness exercises, like just a few minutes a day,
Well,
can really help you concentrate better.
okay.
It can help you make better decisions and solve problems more effectively.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you get more done in less time, your decisions are clearer, and say goodbye to those afternoon slumps.
All right. You got my attention. This is good stuff.
I know, right?
Our source also mentions that mindfulness, increases self-awareness, empathy, and communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading this thinking, like, that sounds like a recipe for, like, killer teamwork
Oh, totally.
and better emotional intelligence.
Absolutely, because when you're really in tune with your own emotions and the emotions of like your colleagues, it's like communication just flows so much better.
Right.
There are fewer conflicts, stronger connections. It could even help you land that promotion you've been working towards.
I love that.
So it has all these like ripple effects throughout your work life.
Okay. Now, this is where it gets, I think, really interesting. Um, Mindfulness can actually spark creativity and innovation,
Yeah,
which to me seemed a little counterintuitive at first.
I get
Our source says it helps people approach problems with fresh eyes, which leads to those, like, aha moments.
Yeah, think of it like this. It's like you're clearing out all the mental clutter so you can actually make space for new ideas.
Right.
It could mean feeling more confident, sharing those ideas, solving problems in like, really creative new ways,
Right.
and really making a difference on your team.
I love that. Yeah. So it's like not just about being present and calm, but it's
Mhm.
also about, like, unlocking this potential that's already there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm starting to see how this all fits together now.
Yeah.
But what about applying this on, like, a company-wide level?
Hmm.
Does mindfulness really make a difference for, like, entire organizations?
It really does. Yeah. Our source says that companies that are using mindfulness programs often see happier employees who are way more engaged in their work.
That makes sense.
And just imagine, a workplace where people actually look forward to coming to work.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? I mean, mindfulness can really help create a more positive and fulfilling work experience,
Right.
and that benefits everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
win-win.
Exactly.
And it's not just about feeling better mentally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Our source also mentions that mindfulness can actually improve your physical health too.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
you can lower your blood pressure, can boost your immune system.
It's easy to overlook those things, but those benefits are huge.
They're huge.
Fewer sick days, more energy for life outside of work. I mean, it's an investment in your overall well-being, not just your career.
For sure. Yeah, it's like taking care of yourself on every level.
Exactly.
So, all right, I'm sold. How do we actually bring this mindfulness magic to life at
Yeah.
work? Like what's the practical advice?
Well, our source suggests a few things,
Okay.
like providing mindfulness training for employees,
Okay.
creating quiet spaces where people can just de-stress and recharge,
That's nice. Yeah.
encouraging mindful breaks throughout the day,
Okay.
and really building a company culture that actually values, the well-being of its employees.
Yeah.
There are companies already doing this successfully, and they're seeing amazing results.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about individual effort then, it's really about creating this supportive environment.
Right, exactly. And even small changes can make a really big difference.
Okay.
Talk to your manager, maybe start a mindfulness group at work,
Yeah.
or even just take a few minutes each day to just breathe and be present in the moment.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what a difference those little moments can actually make.
I think you're absolutely right. I think we underestimate the power of just taking a pause.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot today,
We have.
but I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword.
Right.
It's a really powerful tool for just a better, healthier, happier work life.
Absolutely.
It's about finding ways to bring more peace and focus into our work days, even when things feel really chaotic.
Totally. And I think that's something we all really need right now.
Oh, for sure, especially these days.
Yeah. So imagine if the key to unlocking your best work actually started with just, simply paying attention.
Mm.
What could that look like for you?
That's something we can all think about.
Yeah.
I think we've only really scratched the surface today.
Oh, yeah.
There is so much more to discover about mindfulness.
Absolutely.
So take what you've learned today, explore it further, and see how mindfulness can transform your work life.
It can.
Until next time, keep learning.
Yeah. Keep learning.